enough when I found some of the oldest LEGO catalogues I've ever seen. Hello everyone, it's the LEGO Brit here, and look how old these are. Today I'm going to be showing you these ancient LEGO catalogues. I mean, they are pretty old, and I'm also going to be trying to recreate one of the sets that's featured. Here they are, and just look at how old these are. This one says LEGO and Duplo Catalogue 1985, so this is pretty old, and this one I think is even older. It says 1979, so these are really old. I'm going to be looking through those, and also make sure to keep watching, because this one isn't actually a catalogue, this is instructions, and from my own pieces, and some pieces that I found there, I'm going to try and recreate this old LEGO set. This is the full pile, and let's take a look at all these, but first, I'm just going to get rid of that instruction manual, because we're going to be coming back to that later, but notice, look at all that, it's not a book at all, so it's kind of more a leaflet size, but let's get rid of that. We're going to come back to that one later. Art Trooper, let's look through the first one. This is the LEGO and Duplo catalogue for 1985. I'm going to quickly go through this, and the first thing I notice is that old LEGO logo. I'll bring up the new one on screen right now so you can see the difference, but in person, it really stands out as different to what I'm used to, so obviously you can see. I'm not sure exactly what the difference is. I think the new one's a bit clearer, but it's definitely different to the new one, so that's quite interesting. Also, when you turn over to the first page, you see all the different ages that LEGO is supposed to be enjoyed by. So we've got 0 to 5, and all the way at the bottom we got 7 to 16. When you're 18, what? There's no 18 plus, that's the page end, so when you're 18, that's it. LEGO's not for you anymore, so you can really see how LEGO's changed their demographic. I'll have a look through the catalogue so you can see all the different themes and products that are available, but basically, I asked my dad, because this was actually a kid when he was younger, what was the point of getting this, because he said it used to come with LEGO sets, and then he reminded me, you can't just look up on lego.com when there was no internet, look up, you know, different products that were coming. They had to advertise absolutely everything in the product to make you want more, so that's pretty much what they did. They made you want more by showing all of these things. Oh, look, we got space, Legoland, the most exciting universe on Earth from age 5 to 12. They're really limiting you there. It's not 5 plus like they do nowadays. It's really, if you're over 12, you cannot play with space, so you go all the way along. It's really interesting looking through this. Art Trooper, this one's even older. Let's look at this catalogue from 1979. This LEGO catalogue is from the decade prior to the other one, so it's even older. And what's interesting about this one, when you look through, is kind of half instructions, maybe giving you inspiration to do, because obviously this isn't actually a LEGO set, this isn't instructions, maybe inspiration for things that you could build, like you've got a plane there, whole LEGO city. Look, it's got an airport with even Shell. I wonder whether they'd sponsor Shell nowadays. I mean, probably wouldn't, but it's quite interesting to see that partnership going on, because they're definitely endorsing Shell. Oh, look at these old space sets. All yellow tone colours as well, no flesh tones whatsoever, so it's interesting. It's kind of like a window into the past. That looks like an A-Wing, actually. Maybe the first LEGO A-Wing kind of primitive design. Obviously it isn't, but it's quite interesting to look at that. This one's a little bit more recent, from 1984, but still older than the original 1985 one that I showed. But look at this. I guess you can see kind of like a gradual progression, but it's all really the same with the different themes, like the LEGO Basic, that's still around in 1984 as it was in 1985. Fabuland, actually Technic made its arrival, so this is really interesting. Look, for older people, 7 to 16, but after you're 16, you can't build a Technic set, so I wonder, were the Technic sets a little bit easier? I guess they were, because they didn't have such complex techniques, but that's the 1984 catalogue. But I didn't just find LEGO catalogues, I also found this LEGO instructions and a whole bin full of LEGO, and you know what I had to do? I just had to try and build this set.
A few minutes later.
Just finished building the set, and honestly, I don't think it's that bad. I'm kidding, it looks terrible. Here's the finished build, and I managed to literally find every single piece that went into this, even the sticker pieces. Honestly, I'm astonished that those sticker pieces from either the 1970s or the 1980s are still intact. I mean, that is very, very good. You can see the quality of that. Some of the bricks are a little bit yellowed, but obviously you can understand that for old bricks. The only piece that I couldn't find was this top bit of the umbrella. I just couldn't find that, so I managed to complete the rest though. And here is the finished build. I think it's like a Burger King or something like that, like a burger shop. So you got one minifigure like that with a classic yellow face, a chef inside, and you kind of open the door just like so. It really isn't the greatest design. Honestly, you've got some condiments over there, but literally, you can definitely see LEGO's improved. And with that, I'm saying goodbye to that old LEGO set and counting my blessings that LEGO today is really pretty decent. Oh wait, LEGO Video exists.